Close your eyes and let your body sink deeper into this moment. Feel the weight of your shoulders releasing, your breath naturally slowing. Tonight, you're not just listening to words, you're stepping into a space where the impossible becomes inevitable. For so long, the world told you that manifestation was make-believe, that your dreams were separate from the laws of physics. But here, in the quiet of this evening, a different truth emerges. The same quantum field that holds galaxies in their dance also holds your deepest longings. Your consciousness isn't separate from the universe. It's woven into its very fabric. Imagine for a moment that your thoughts are like gentle waves, moving through an invisible ocean. Each emotion you feel, each intention you hold, creates ripples that extend far beyond what your eyes can see. This isn't poetry. This is quantum reality. At the subatomic level, particles exist in states of pure possibility until observed, until witnessed, until called into form by consciousness itself. Your mind works the same way. Right now, as your breathing deepens, you exist in a field of infinite potential. Every dream you've carried, every vision that's whispered to you in quiet moments, lives as a probability wave in the quantum realm around you. They're not fantasies, they're frequencies waiting for your attention to collapse them into reality. But here's what the textbooks never told you. Manifestation isn't about forcing or grasping. It's about becoming the observer effect in your own life. When you hold a desire with gentle certainty, when you feel its truth in your nervous system rather than just thinking about it in your mind, you begin to collapse those probability waves into actual events. Your body knows this ancient secret. Your heart, beating steadily in your chest, generates an electromagnetic field that extends 3 feet beyond your skin. This field carries the signature of your emotional state, broadcasting your inner reality into the quantum matrix that surrounds you. When fear contracts this field, possibilities seem to shrink. When love and trust expand it, your reality becomes more malleable, more responsive to your deepest intentions. Tonight, as you drift towards sleep, let yourself feel the profound partnership between your consciousness and the cosmos. You are both the scientist and the experiment, both the observer and the observed. The same intelligence that orchestrates the dance of electrons in atoms is the intelligence that flows through your thoughts, your dreams, your quiet knowing. The bridge between science and the sacred isn't built of equations or rituals. It's built of trust. Trust that you are not separate from the mystery that creates worlds. What if everything you've ever hoped for is already seeking you in the quantum field, waiting for the moment when your inner knowing becomes stronger than your learned limitations? Close your eyes and breathe slowly, letting your body sink deeper into this moment. Imagine yourself as both the scientist and the experiment, standing at the edge of infinite possibility. In the quiet laboratories of quantum physics, researchers discovered something that would forever change how we understand reality itself. They found that particles, the very building blocks of everything you touch, see and are, exist in multiple states simultaneously, dancing in a realm of pure potential until the moment someone observes them. Only then do they choose a single form, collapsing from infinite possibilities into one concrete experience. Your consciousness works in precisely the same way. Right now, as you listen to these words, countless versions of tomorrow exist in the quantum field around you. Some hold abundance, others scarcity, some carry healing, others the same familiar patterns. But here's what the scientists couldn't have predicted. Your awareness is not passive. It's the observer that collapses these waves of possibility into your lived reality. Feel your breath moving in and out, each exhale releasing what no longer serves you. With every gentle inhalation, you're drawing in new potential, new quantum possibilities that exist in the space between thoughts. Think about the moments in your day when you catch yourself truly paying attention, really observing your inner world. Perhaps it's when you pause before reacting to stress, or when you notice the warmth of sunlight on your skin. In these moments of conscious observation, you become the quantum scientist of your own experience, selecting which reality crystallizes from the field of endless options. Your thoughts are not just fleeting mental events, they are observation tools, collapsing the quantum soup of potential into the solid experiences of your life. When you hold a clear intention with feeling, when you visualize not just with your mind but with your entire nervous system relaxed and open, you perform the same miraculous collapse that transforms invisible waves into visible particles. The anxiety you sometimes feel? It's often your subconscious observing fear-based possibilities, unconsciously selecting realities that confirm your deepest worries. But as your awareness expands, as you learn to witness your own witnessing, you begin to observe from a place of calm curiosity rather than reactive fear. Let your body grow even softer now. Notice how the simple act of observing your breath with gentle attention seems to slow time itself, creating space between stimulus and response, between trigger and reaction. Every morning when you wake, before your mind fills with the day's demands, there exists a quantum moment of pure potential. In that liminal space between sleep and waking, you are the observer standing before infinite possibility, the reality you choose to focus on in those first moments. Gratitude or worry, excitement or dread, begins the quantum collapse of your entire day. Your consciousness is both the telescope and the star being observed, both the question being asked and the answer being revealed. As you drift towards sleep tonight, rest in the knowing that tomorrow's possibilities are already arranging themselves around the quality of your observation. What reality will your gentle awareness choose to collapse into being? Close your eyes and imagine two particles, born from the same moment of creation, spinning in perfect harmony across the vast darkness of space. Though separated by galaxies, they remain mysteriously connected. When one changes its spin, the other responds instantly as if no distance exists between them. This is quantum entanglement, and it mirrors something profound happening within you right now. Your thoughts and your reality share this same invisible bond. The worry that ripples through your mind at 3 a.m., the hope that blooms in your chest when you dare to dream, these are not separate from the world around you. They are entangled with it, woven into the very fabric of what becomes possible in your life. Feel your breath slowing now and notice how your thoughts begin to soften at the edges. This is where the magic lives, in the quiet spaces between your inhale and exhale. Your mind starts to disentangle from the old patterns that no longer serve you. The anxiety about tomorrow, the regret about yesterday, these thought patterns have been entangled with experiences that kept you small, kept you safe, but also kept you from becoming who you're meant to be. But here, in this gentle darkness, you can choose new entanglements. Your nervous system, which has been wound tight with stories of not enough, not worthy, not possible, begins to unwind. Like those distant particles spinning into new alignment, your inner state starts to shift, and reality prepares to shift with it. This is not magic. This is the observer effect in action. Simply by witnessing your thoughts with compassion instead of judgment, you collapse old patterns and birth new possibilities. Your consciousness becomes entangled with the quantum field of infinite potential that surrounds you, always. Feel yourself sinking deeper now, your body releasing the tension it's been holding. As you do, invisible threads begin to weave themselves between your dreams and tomorrow's experiences. The quantum entanglement between your inner world and outer reality grows stronger with each peaceful breath. Your subconscious mind, finally free from the day's mental chatter, starts to reorganize itself around the highest version of who you're becoming. Old neural pathways of limitation dissolve like morning mist, while new pathways of possibility crystallize in the quantum soup of your sleeping brain. You are not separate from the universe you wish to experience. You are entangled with it, connected by threads of consciousness that stretch across time and space. As sleep takes you deeper, feel yourself becoming one with your dreams, your hopes, your most authentic self. What if every night is a chance to entangle yourself with miracles? Close your eyes and place one hand gently on your chest. Feel the quiet, steady rhythm beneath your palm, this ancient drum that has never missed a beat since the moment you first drew breath. Your heart is not merely a muscle pumping blood through vessels. It is something far more extraordinary, a living electromagnetic generator, creating an invisible field that extends 3 feet beyond your physical body, reaching into the space around you like invisible arms of pure energy. This electromagnetic field is your heart's whispered conversation with the quantum realm. Each heartbeat sends ripples through the fabric of reality itself, broadcasting your inner state to the field of infinite possibility. When your heart beats with genuine gratitude, not the forced kind, but the soft, warm recognition of life's quiet gifts, its electromagnetic signature becomes coherent, organized, powerful. Imagine your heart's field as a radio station, constantly transmitting its frequency into the vast quantum ocean that surrounds you. When fear constricts your chest, the signal becomes scattered, chaotic, like static interfering with a clear broadcast. But when you sink into authentic love, deep appreciation, or that profound peace that comes after releasing a long-held breath, something magical happens. Your heart's electromagnetic rhythm aligns, becoming a tuning fork of perfect resonance. This coherence is not just a beautiful metaphor. It is your nervous system's gentle rebellion against the chaos of a dysregulated world. Each coherent heartbeat sends signals up through your vagus nerve, whispering to your brain that all is well, that you are safe, that this moment is enough. Your subconscious mind, which has been vigilantly scanning for danger, finally exhales into trust. Feel this now. Breathe into the space behind your heart and imagine that warm electromagnetic field expanding with each exhale. Picture it reaching beyond the boundaries of your skin, touching the quantum field where all possibilities exist in delicate superposition. Your heart's coherent frequency becomes a magnetic pull, drawing experiences that match this inner harmony. The observer effect teaches us that consciousness shapes reality through the act of witnessing, but your heart takes this deeper. It shapes reality through the act of feeling. When you genuinely feel the emotion of your desired reality, your heart's electromagnetic signature begins broadcasting that frequency. The quantum field, like a cosmic echo chamber, responds to your heart's authentic call. This is not positive thinking or forced visualization. This is the gentle quantum shift that happens when your heart remembers its own electromagnetic power. Your nervous system relaxes into coherence. Your subconscious mind stops searching for evidence of lack and begins recognizing the abundance that was always present. Tonight, as you drift towards sleep, let your heart become the quiet conductor of your reality. Feel gratitude, not as an obligation, but as a soft recognition of this breath, this heartbeat, this moment of being alive. Let your heart's electromagnetic field expand like ripples on still water, reaching into the quantum darkness where your dreams are already taking shape. What would change if you trusted your heart's electromagnetic wisdom to guide not just your emotions but the very fabric of your experience? Let your breath find its natural rhythm as we journey into the most tender territory of your inner landscape. Here, in the soft borderland between consciousness and sleep, something profound awaits your gentle attention. Every belief you've ever held about yourself, about what's possible, about what you deserve, exists first as energy before it becomes experience, like quantum particles dancing in the space between form and formlessness. Your beliefs live as wave patterns in the field of your awareness until the moment you observe them into solid reality through repetition, emotion, and unconscious agreement. Feel your body settling deeper now. Notice how your thoughts are beginning to soften, becoming less solid, more fluid. This is the sacred space where transformation becomes effortless. The beliefs that have felt so permanent, so unquestionable. I'm not worthy. Success is for others. Love always leaves. These are not carved in stone. They're simply waves that your consciousness has been collapsing in the same pattern, over and over, like a song played on repeat. But tonight, something different is happening. As your analytical mind grows quiet, as your nervous system releases its vigilant grip, those rigid belief structures begin to return to their original state of pure potential. The quantum field of your consciousness becomes malleable again, receptive to new possibilities. Imagine each limiting belief, as a wave that has been frozen in place by fear, by old pain, by stories you inherited before you knew you had a choice. Now, in this liminal space, feel them beginning to thaw, not through force or struggle, but through the simple act of witnessing them with compassion. The observer effect isn't just about manifestation, it's about liberation. Your subconscious mind, which has been faithfully creating a reality that matches your deepest patterns, is infinitely responsive to new instructions. But these instructions must come not from your thinking mind, but from a deeper knowing, from the place that recognizes your inherent wholeness, your natural capacity for joy, your birthright of belonging. As you drift closer to sleep, notice the space between your thoughts expanding. This is where the magic lives. In this quantum gap, old belief patterns soften back into waves of possibility. Here, you can choose which beliefs collapse into your tomorrow, the ones that have kept you small, or the ones that honor your true nature. Your nervous system is learning to trust safety, to expect goodness, to assume love. With each exhale, you release what no longer serves. With each inhale, you invite new patterns of thought and feeling to take root in the fertile darkness of your subconscious. What if the beliefs that have limited you were never really yours to begin with? What if, beneath all the stories, your truest nature has been waiting patiently for this moment of gentle return? Chapter 6. The frequency of manifestation. Let your breathing slow to match the natural rhythm of the earth beneath you. Each exhale releasing tension, each inhale drawing you deeper into stillness. Everything that exists, from the tiniest electron spinning in cosmic dance to the vast galaxies wheeling through space, vibrates with its own unique frequency. Your thoughts pulse with electrical energy. Your heart beats in rhythm with quantum fields you cannot see. Even now, as your body settles into this peaceful state, you are a symphony of frequencies, each cell humming with life. The ancient mystics spoke of this as the music of the spheres, but modern quantum physics reveals the deeper truth. Manifestation works because like frequencies naturally seek each other out, drawn together by the invisible force of resonance. Think of a tuning fork struck in a room full of silent instruments. Other tuning forks of the same frequency begin to vibrate in response, awakening without being touched. This is how your consciousness works. When you align your emotional frequency with your desired reality, you become that original tuning fork, calling forth experiences that match your vibration. Feel the weight of your body sinking deeper now. Notice how relaxation itself shifts your frequency, moving you from the jagged vibrations of worry into the smooth, flowing wavelengths of peace. Your emotions are not just feelings, they are frequency generators, broadcasting signals into the quantum field that surrounds you. Anxiety vibrates at one frequency, gratitude at another, fear creates one magnetic pull, while love generates an entirely different resonant field. The universe responds not to your words or even your conscious thoughts, but to the authentic frequency you're emitting from the depths of your being. When you truly embody the feeling of your fulfilled dreams, not forcing or grasping, but simply resting in that emotional frequency, you create what quantum physicists call a coherent field. Your nervous system relaxes into alignment. Your subconscious stops broadcasting conflicting signals. You become a clear, unwavering frequency, calling your desires toward you with magnetic precision. Let yourself sink even deeper, feeling your entire body becoming a living instrument, naturally attuning to the frequency of your highest good. There's no effort here, only gentle allowing, like water finding its level, like planets settling into their orbits. You are naturally aligning with the experiences that match your authentic vibration. In the quantum realm, distance dissolves. Time becomes fluid. What you desire and who you are becoming exist at the same frequency, simply waiting for you to tune in. As your breathing grows softer, feel yourself becoming that clear, coherent signal, not reaching for your dreams, but resonating with them. What frequency is your heart broadcasting into the infinite field of possibility tonight? Take a deep breath and imagine the space between your thoughts, not the thoughts themselves, loud and familiar, but the quiet gaps, where silence lives. Scientists call it the quantum vacuum, this seemingly empty space that pulses with invisible life. Virtual particles dance into existence and vanish again, like fireflies blinking in the darkness of your mind. This isn't emptiness at all. It's the womb of everything that could ever be. Your body begins to settle now, muscles releasing their grip on the day's tensions. As you sink deeper into stillness, you're not retreating from reality. You're diving into the source code of reality itself. This is the field of pure potential, the fertile void where your deepest intentions can finally take root. Feel your breath becoming slower, deeper, as if you're breathing in possibility itself. With each exhale, the chattering voices of limitation grow quieter. The inner critic that whispers "not good enough" dissolves like morning fog. The fearful projections about tomorrow fade into the background hum of distant traffic. What remains is this: the infinite creative power that lives in the space between one heartbeat and the next. Your nervous system, which has been running programs of scarcity and survival, begins to remember a different frequency. Here in this quantum field, beyond the reach of your thinking mind, old patterns of self-sabotage lose their grip. The trauma loops that have kept you cycling through the same painful stories start to unwind, thread by thread. This is where true transformation happens. Not in the force of willpower or the struggle of trying harder, but in the gentle surrender to what already exists within you. The field of pure potential isn't somewhere you go. It's what you are beneath all the layers of conditioning and fear. Feel yourself melting into this space now, your identity becoming fluid, expansive. The boundaries between self and cosmos begin to blur. You are the observer and the observed, the dreamer and the dream. In this quantum state of consciousness, your intentions don't need to fight their way into existence. They simply arise naturally, like flowers blooming in fertile soil. Your subconscious mind, finally free from the day's mental interference, opens like a night-blooming flower. Here it receives the seeds of your highest visions, your most authentic desires, not the desperate wants born of lack, but the quiet knowing of what wants to emerge through you. As sleep draws you deeper, feel yourself expanding beyond the small story of who you thought you were. You are vast consciousness temporarily wearing the costume of human experience. You are the quantum field dreaming itself awake. What will grow from the seeds you plant in this infinite garden of possibility tonight?